they existed in the same timeline. And I think this timeline is very interesting because it existed in between two polar generations. It is a very good in-between car. In between the classic era of cars and in between the modern era of cars. Hey, what's up everyone? So now we are back at Clubhouse. Penang One Better Drive concluded this morning and it was such a wonderful day, meeting new people, some very familiar faces, and oh, just so fun, lovely. Okay, so I drove the 997.2 Porsche Carrera this morning, and today I just want to show you what it looks like on the exterior. So here you go. This is the car I was driving this morning. Yes, the flagship Porsche Carrera. Now, if you're not too familiar with Porsches and their sometimes overly complicated 911 naming scheme, this is 3 generations ago, the last batch of the facelift. Did I phrase that right? 997.1 is the pre-facelift, 997.2 is the facelift, this is the facelift. Okay, yeah, that's the simplest way I can put it. The current generation is 992. The generation before that, it was the 991.2. Getting loud, right? And then this is the generation prior to the 991.2. 997.2. Okay, this is in a beautiful speed yellow. It is extremely sharp. It's a saturated kind of yellow, but still light and airy enough to give it a very energetic, very warm and very exciting look. Paired with black rims, red calipers, it is wow, very sharp. Just a very sharp car that you spot from a distance. Now, let me show you the details. So this is the bi-xenon headlamps. Bi-xenon headlamps on this car. And if you don't know, a Porsche 911 is usually rear engine. So the engine is behind or close to the rear wheel. Okay, so where does all the boot space go? It goes here. Okay, so below that is a front trunk. Okay, it's a frunk. Moving on, you get the rims. This is, I think, 19-inch rims. 19-inch rims, and it's painted in something like a satin black or like a satin matte black. I don't know when you use satin, but it just sounds fancy when I use satin. So this is satin matte black with the Porsche calipers, the red calipers, the basic ones are there. Okay, so this car is a 2009 car. 2009. So it's 11 years old. Now this car is equipped with sports exhaust, and you can tell from the double twin tailpipes at the back, and you get this classic 911 slope down at the back. You can see the Porsche's muscles over here. This is what we always casually refer to as the Porsche's muscles. It always must be there. It is just bulging, muscular, and very down to the ground. It just gives it a very flat, stable and grounded look. And yes, the taillights look like that. This is also an adaptive spoiler, meaning it can rise up, or you can toggle it on and off, and you can rise up as it goes up to speed. Alright, so on the other side, you see this beautiful speed yellow paint finish. Let's get inside the car. Let's get inside the car, and I'll do a start for you. Alright. Okay. Okay. It's bloody hot. Are you ready? Yes. That is the beautiful sound of a naturally aspirated 3.8 liter flat 6 engine of this Porsche. Need some aircon. Wait, too hot. Oh, very hot, right? Yeah, I need some ventilated seats. Yes, it's on. So, Porsche ventilated seats are special because instead of blowing cold air out, it sucks cold air kind of like into the seat. Okay, so the heat is being sucked through the seat, through the mechanisms, and that's how you cool down your seat. So yes, this car is equipped with seat ventilation as well as seat heating, but you would never use seat heating in Malaysia. Okay, so let me show you the Carrera. The Carrera steering wheel over here. Now, I really don't like this. This is the gear shift. The pedal shifters are over here. Okay, they're over here. So if I do this, it is downshifting, and this pushing is upshifting. That is very weird, and I really hate that. I really hate that. It's so weird. It's so difficult to get used to, but I think after you drive this car for a certain amount of time, you'll be able to get used to it and drive it fine. I am not a fan. Okay. Other than that, what else is there in this car? This car is equipped with Bose sound system as well as sports chrono, but there is no sports chrono mode switch associated because that has not yet been launched. This comes with Porsche communication system, which gives you satellite navigation, it gives you radio, it gives you Bluetooth, and GPS. What else? Okay, you can even link your iPad somehow. There's even a SIM card, USBs as well, aux buttons as well. So that's the communications system there. Okay, so fun fact, this is the first generation of Carrera, of Porsche 911s that get the PDK, the Porsche Doppelkupplung. I don't speak German. Okay, so that means this car is equipped with Porsche double clutch technology. What that means is that as you drive in a certain gear, the gears next to it are already preparing to shift. So as it switches, it is very instantaneous, it's very quick, and it's very responsive. Okay, so this car is still very mechanical. You can tell just from the engine, it's still an A engine. It produces around just about a little bit of engine, 3.8 liters, 385 newton-meters of torque, 420 newton-meters of torque, and 0 to 100 in 4.5 seconds, 4.7 seconds. This is equipped with launch control as well with the sports chrono pack. So that's settled. Right, as with every Carrera, you have the dog seats at the back. You have Porsche crest embossed here. This is not actually a standard, but it's an option. Okay, it's an option. So this car, it is actually in the same era. It existed in the same era as the car that I was going to buy. or the car that I bought, which is the 2009 E93 M3 convertible. So that slot, they existed in the same timeline, and I think this timeline is very interesting because it existed in between two polar generations. It is a very good in-between car, in between the classic era of cars and in between the modern era of cars, right? Every generation, every 911 produced after this was equipped with high-tech technology, communication systems. There's high-end electronics, there's high-end computing systems inside the car, and it's still very assisted. The new Porsches are very assisted, they are very, very safe, and at the same time it has a lot of fancy stuff in the car, right? Very advanced, very technological, turbo, everything. Okay, the latest one, of course, technology is like insanely good. Okay, but this car, along with the E90 or E9X and 3 generation, was still at that middle point when technology was there, but it wasn't the focal point, or it wasn't the forefront, or it didn't layer over everything else. So that's the interesting thing about this 2009 Carrera. It existed in that point in time in automotive development across the automotive world, that their high-end cars had technology, but technology wasn't the blanket covering everything about that car. Yes, it's still very mechanical. Sometimes when you drive in comfort mode in this car, you get gear hunting as well, even though it's a PDK, right? And even though PDK is supposed to be very, 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 very good, you get that gear hunting, and sometimes when it catches on to that gear and then it finally decides, okay, I want this gear, you can even hear that kind of sound, that kind of like hammering sound, which is not very good for the gearbox, but it is there, and it shows you how mechanical it is still. Compared to normal cars now, you can barely get this type of experience. And yeah, I think that's something that's really, really, really interesting about cars of this generation. It will, for me, I speculate that this, alongside my E93 M3, it will start to hit the inflection point of the depreciation curve and start to actually gain appreciation in certain markets. And I think that's very interesting. That's, for me, I'm so interested in that aspect of cars. It's cool. It's really cool. Technology is there. It's not advanced, but it's there. Anyways, let me finish off detailing some aspects of this car. You still get cup holders here. This is the Porsche style cup holders, right? So over here, a little bit over engineered, but hey, you know, that's that. You get a little trunk space over here, and door bins are nothing fantastic to speak of. You still get this not linen, I don't know, this is felt, no, not even felt, some coffee kind of product, which really shows its age. Really, really does show its age. Bose system, absolutely fantastic. Let me turn on some. So that's the CD that the previous owner left for us. Let's see what other specs are in this car. Okay, so we've covered that you have seat ventilation on both sides. You can see from those two buttons there. There's seat heating, which you will never ever use in Malaysia. And you get the Porsche sat nav over here. You can play from CDs, FM, and hold on, you get CDs. What was I saying? Okay, phone. You can connect your phone as well with the SIM card, trip information, info, and etc etc. This you need to update to local GPS. Yep, that's it. Okay, aircon for sure. Then you also let me move the gear a bit. So this is the sports button, this is the sports plus button, and then this is the supposedly suspension PASM, which is the Porsche suspension management, which you can also do here. It has I think PDCC, if I'm not mistaken. This car is PDCC, which is the Porsche Dynamic Chassis Control. No, I don't think it does. No. Okay, just suspension. Okay, so very good suspension. You have the sports exhaust system over here, and you have the spoiler toggle over here. Okay, so I think that's all I have to say about this car. Cool. This will be in stores, this will be in our showroom. If there's anything you would like to inquire about this car, do not hesitate, let me know. And yeah, cool. Thank you so much. That sound, man, that sound amazing. Okay, cool. Thanks guys for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much for supporting us at Horizon Western Circle, etc etc etc. If you want to know anything, comment in the comment section down below. I'll reach out to you, we'll talk, we'll hang out, we'll have a cup of coffee, maybe a glass of wine. Alright, okay, cheers, thank you so much, bye bye.